welcome. Hi, welcome everybody. Hi, Sabina. Good evening, everybody. We're gonna start in just a few moments. Hi, good to see everybody. Let me know where you're from. If you're still in New York City and working out with us tonight. Hi, Erin. Hi. I'll announce this again, but for those of you who are logging on, we don't need any equipment tonight. So maybe you just want to grab a bottle of water, maybe a towel if you sweat or you might get hot. Other than that, you don't need anything but a mat or some space to move. Hi. Florida. Thanks for joining us. Where else is everybody from? Who's still in New York with me? Yes, NYC. Hi. So cool to have all of you on tonight. I'm excited, I'm ready. I need this workout. Tel Aviv, amazing. Hi, Brooklyn peeps. Me too, in Brooklyn in the house, as I have been for 5 weeks or so. So I'm glad to be moving with you all. We got about 1 more minute. I'm gonna give a couple people a few more minutes to check on or to log on. You're from, oh, hi Nicholas, yay, I'm so glad. You got out of NYC, I understand. I hope you're safe in Pennsylvania. Hi, welcome, welcome everybody. Hi, hi. We got 1 minute. I hope you're ready for tonight. Grab your water, grab your towel, get your space ready. I'll probably cut us down in about a minute or so. Hi, welcome. Send me a wave. Throughout the workout too, you can send me some hearts or flames emoji, whatever you want to send. Let me know if you're feeling the workout basically and if you're enjoying yourself. I hope we have some fun tonight. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for logging in. Those of you who are signing on now, where are you from? Are you in New York with us? Hi. Hi, friends. Good to see you. Brooklyn, all my Brooklyn people. Hey, Briss. Right across the street. What's up from Connecticut? You got out of the city, you're upstate. I feel you. DC, cool. Okay, everybody. We're gonna get this started soon. Just wanna make sure that everybody has a chance to log on. Delia, hi. I miss you, Brister. Okay, everybody, you ready to do this? No, nothing, just your mat. A little space to move if you don't have a mat, that's totally fine. Maybe some water and a towel, that's it. Let's go ahead and get this done. So I have 45 minutes with you today. I'm excited. The last time was only 30, so we should be able to get a full total body workout in. We are gonna focus more on the core, but we'll also take time to do a little recovery and relaxation for the shoulders and the hips and the back, okay? Let's start standing. By the way, my name is Catherine, if we haven't met. Hi, and I'm here with Chelsea Piers Fitness. We're gonna do Pilates Mat today, 45 minutes or so. We're gonna start our workout standing, and it'll be at what you consider the back of your space. So I'm on my mat here, I'm gonna call this the back. And we'll all meet here to start. Pilates is a lot about building posture, building core strength, and connecting this sense of mind to muscle. So that's what we're gonna work on today. And I'll have you start with your feet hip distance apart, spread your toes, and stand up nice and tall. So you're coming into your first sense of whatever good posture is for you. And then just know that as we move through the workout, your posture and your sense of self is going to change. So arms down by your sides. We'll shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them back and down so that we open up the chest and our ability to breathe well. Pressing firmly through your feet, take a big breath in. On your exhale, we'll drop the chin towards the chest and let's start to roll all the way down into a forward fold. Now be easy on this first one. We're going to bend the knees. And as we're coming down into our forward fold, let's be heavy through the upper body. So head and shoulders just drop and dangle. Feel for even weight through the feet. Spread those toes, press through both heels. Big breath in. On your exhale, we scoop the hips underneath you, engage your belly, and start to roll yourself right back up to stand. Press through those feet, lift up through the chest. Big breath in here. Once again, on your exhale, we drop the chin, we pull that belly in, soften your knees. Rolling all the way down into that forward fold once again. Hopefully this feels good on the spine. So we want to wake up the spine, loosen up the body and mind before we get into that core. Big breath in. On your exhale, round yourself up, pressing through your feet, engaging your abs. Let's take this up a notch. We'll add the arms. On the inhale, let's reach the arms all the way up alongside the ears. See if you can keep them there. On your exhale, you drop your head, look down and roll down. Suction the belly back towards the spine as you soften the knees. Now remember, arms stay alongside your ears, so you really got to use your core here. Big breath in. On your exhale, you scoop the hips underneath you and slowly start to roll yourself back up. Belly button to spine, arms alongside your ears. Good. And then relax those shoulders. That's it. Big breath in. On your exhale, we'll look down once again. Keep those arms stretching by the ears. Challenge yourself here. So we're trying to find this deep connection of the core, and then we'll build onto it. Last time, on your exhale, we'll roll all the way up. And as you're coming up to stand, let's relax the shoulders away from the ears. Full breath in here. Take your arms slightly back behind you as you breathe out. Find a little back bend in your upper spine. Just open up. Then turn the palms to face out. Push the arms down by your sides. And once again, we'll stand tall. We're going to take one more roll down. We're going to make our way into a plank and keep moving. Big breath in here. On your exhale, start to roll all the way down towards those toes. Now this roll down should feel different. Hopefully it feels deeper. Let's bend your knees enough to bring your fingertips or flat palms down onto the mat. We'll look forward towards the front of our space. Big breath in. Now on the exhale, let's start to walk forward. Take your time here. We're landing and meeting in a plank position. Just want to make sure you all can see me here. In that plank, we want palms under shoulders. Legs are engaged, thighs are squeezing, abs are lifting. Big breath in. Then breathe out of your mouth, engaging the abs more. Let's take a couple more breaths here. So big breath in. And maybe you breathe out of the mouth like you're pushing out of a straw, really lifting up through the core. Shoulders stay back. One more good breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Push that floor or mat away from you. Nice and slow, bring the knees down. Keep your toes tucked underneath you. Sit your hips back towards your heels for a little child's pose and stretch. We won't be here for long. We're going to take one more little release of the spine and then get into that core like you've been waiting for. Crawl your arms over to the left. Take your torso with you. So we're going for a little side bend. And if this doesn't feel good on the toes, having them tucked under, then you can point the toes back behind you. But the intention is to open up the feet. Let's walk the hands through center over to the right. Find your side bend in your child's pose and that nice release through the left side of your body. Breathing into that stretch. You always want to breathe into what you feel, right? Let's take it back to center. All right, everyone, let's get this going. Stretch out, take a big breath in. And on your exhale, we'll walk those hands back towards your knees, rolling up to sit. All right, swing those legs around. Let's come towards what's the front of your space now. We'll start with bent knees, feet on the floor. Let's bring your feet in line with your hips and try to find that tall posture through the upper body. So the lift of the spine isn't just from your chest or your ribs jutting forward, it's from the belly pulling in and up. Let's hold on to the front of your kneecaps, wide elbows out to the side. Take a big breath in. Now right here on your exhale, roll back. We start with scooping the hips underneath you. We're gonna go halfway back. So you're resting on your pelvis, and hopefully you feel a little core engagement. Big breath in. Then on your exhale, we just roll right back up. We're gonna keep progressing this, so don't worry. Big breath in. On your exhale, roll back halfway, pinning your belly button to the spine. So you wanna feel the ab work even before we get here. Inhale here. On your exhale, roll it back up. All right, let's add on. No hands on the knees, arms reach forward, shoulders pull back. Big breath in. On your exhale, press through those feet, start to curl back halfway, or until you feel your abs really working. And then we're gonna hold. Hold for 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's inhale, roll all the way back up, and lift your arms up alongside your ears. Think of stretching your fingertips away from your hips, another breath in. On your exhale, we roll back halfway, let your hands come down halfway. Right back into an inhale, lift up. We're gonna keep working this. Go for that stretch. Exhale, curl back halfway, shoulders down, ribs draw down, abs pull back. Big breath in through your nose to lift up through the sides of the waist. 2 more. Exhale, take it back. Good, inhale, reach it up. This last time, exhale, we take it back and we hold. Okay, check in with your shoulders and chest, everyone. So shoulders down, belly pulling in and up, feet are heavy. Now we're just gonna work the arms here. Inhale, lift those arms up. Big breath out to bring them down. And keep working, inhale up. And exhale down. So we're getting those upper abdominals to fire. Challenging a little bit of your balance and stability. And preparing ourselves for the next couple of exercises. 2 more, keep working, breathing. Now the next time you lift your arms, hold that. You've got this, shoulders down, big breath in. On your exhale, take it back to the mat, all the way down. Shoulders down, head down, and then stretch your arms overhead. Get a little relief. Let your chest and your rib cage splay open. Enough of that. Now soften your chest. Soften the rib cage in so that you feel your back body heavy on the mat. Let's reach the arms straight up 90 degrees. Okay, our work is to roll all the way back up to sit. Let's do it together. Big breath in. On your exhale, peel the head off of the mat, use your core, and roll yourself all the way up to sit tall. Once you're there, can you find that lift from the belly? Big breath in. On your exhale, take it all the way down. Go slow. We want to keep the toes down, but if you're finding a little bit of difficulty with that, I'll let you know what we can do on this next repetition. Stretch here, release that belly, and then start to engage it. Lift your arms on your big breath in. That big breath out rolls you all the way up to sit. And can it come from the core and not your shoulders trying to jut you forward? All right, now from here, if you'd like, you can curl your toes up towards the ceiling and root down through those heels. That'll help give you a little bit more control and stability as we roll back. Let's try 2 more, big breath in. On your exhale, drive the heels down, look down, and roll back. Stretch those arms overhead. Squeeze your thighs so your legs stay engaged. Inhale, lift your arms up. Big breath out to roll all the way back up. All right, we're getting ready to move on. I'm gonna shift forward just slightly. Big breath in. On your exhale, take it all the way down to the mat. As you're coming down, bring your arms by your sides, palm facing down. Your toes are still curled up, your heels are pressing down. Now get comfortable on your back here, shoulder blades underneath you. That widens the chest. Sometimes it also splays the ribs, so knit those ribs in and melt into the mat. Pressing through your palms, take a big breath in. Use your exhale to lift your left knee to tabletop, right over your hip. Full breath in. On your exhale, switch your legs in the air. So left heel down, right heel up. Exhale to switch again. And switch. And switch. Now keep going. We want this switch of the legs to come from two things: your exhale, and also this pinning of the deep abdominals back towards the spine and the floor. So really work to focus, right? I mentioned that mind to muscle principle of Pilates. So connecting with your lower core and use that connection to activate this movement. We're gonna switch 2 more times. And the next time that left knee is up, the right heel is down, hold your position. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let's pick this up a notch. Bring your hands behind the head, interlacing your fingers gently. We'll lift the elbows so you can see them in your peripheral vision. Keep the shoulders down as you exhale and curl forward. Now before we start going again with our heel taps, deepen through the core, knit those ribs together, take a big breath in. On your exhale, we switch those legs in the air. Good, exhale, switch, and switch. Good, we have 6, and 5, 4, waking up those obliques, 3, 2, stay lifted, 1, hold here, both legs up to tabletop, point your toes, rest your head. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Let's keep it going. Squeeze your inner thighs, point your toes. Big breath in. On your exhale, curl forward, head, neck, and chest. So now imagine you got one big leg, and we're using this connection of the inner thighs to guide us. Point those toes down halfway as you inhale. Then work your inner thighs. Exhale, pull back up. Again, this comes from the belly. Inhale. Now deep breath out, exhale. Keep working. So if you're new, you might even want to bring your hand onto your belly and think belly away from hand as I exhale and draw my knees and feet back up. We got 2 more here. Inhale. Squeeze those thighs, exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Squeeze those thighs, exhale, we hold. Stay here in your curl. In fact, take another breath in. On your exhale, curl up a bit higher if you can. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling now, big breath in. Big breath out to stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Hold this for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. We're gonna start to lower those legs halfway down, arms come down by the hips. We're just gonna hold our hundreds prep. 10, 9, 8, picking up the burn, 7, 6, deepen through the core, 5, halfway there, 4, 3, 2. All right, gather a big breath in, big breath out, knees and head down, and we rest. All together, let's take a full breath in and a full breath out. I hope you're feeling this. Rock a little bit side to side, or do whatever you need to do here that feels good. Always taking care of your body. My cues are just suggestions for you. All right, your legs are still in center. Maybe you turn your head a little bit side to side to release out any head or neck tension there. Now we're gonna bring those feet down. We'll prepare for a little bit of a bridge, waking up the legs. Arms down by your sides, palms flat, checking with those shoulders. Now we wanna check in with the chin as well. When we lift the hips, the chin also wants to lift. So keep your chin down. That'll help keep your neck long. Big breath in here. On your exhale, root both feet down, lift your hips up. Sometimes when we come into the bridge, we lose the feet and the legs immediately, even though we're trying to work them. So root again through both feet. See if you can engage both thighs more. Stretching your knees away from you as you root your triceps and your shoulders down. Big breath in here. Pin the belly towards the spine as you breathe out and relax your spine all the way down. Let's take 1. And the intention here is really just opening up the front of the pelvis and stretching the thighs before we move on. So on your next exhale, we root down through the feet, palms, lift up through those hips, and then we check in. Are we still engaging the feet evenly? Are we still working those thighs, feeling our glutes, using our arms? Big breath in here. Then on your exhale, we'll melt the spine down, using your core, using your feet. All right, left knee pulls in as the right leg stretches long. We'll come back to this a couple more times in the workout. So you want to see how this feels now because it's going to change. Let's switch sides. Right knee in, left leg long. Getting a little release through your left side hip flexor, further opening up that right hamstring. Let's switch one more time. Left knee in, right leg long. Okay, now that right leg, really planted onto the mat. So we're trying to press that thigh bone down. You're gonna lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, bring your palms by your sides. Now this leg can be straight, it can also be straight-ish, right? With your knee bent, that's all right. We're gonna point the toes today. And if you want a little bit extra challenge, you can reach your arms slightly back behind you, hovering above the floor. That will really challenge your upper and middle abs as we do this work. All right, so on your inhale, you're gonna start to lower your leg just to a hover, almost all the way down. Stretch it out too, reach your toes away from you. Then I want you to flex through your ankle, exhale, and kick that leg up. Let's go faster, point your toes, inhale, lower down, almost all the way, 90%. Reach it long, exhale, flex, and kick it up. We got 3 more. So getting longer through the front of the leg as we lower. We exhale, get longer through the back of the leg as we lift. 2 more. And we're also working our ankles, working our feet, full body. 1 more here. This next time, as you flex that left leg up, we're gonna pause. Take your hands a little bit wider in your space. Single leg circles is next, looking forward and down towards the center of your left thigh. Let's cross this left leg over to the right, and then reach it forward and down. On your exhale, we circle the leg out to the left and around and up. Let's do 3 more. Inhale to cross over and reach forward. Exhale to circle that leg around and back up. Now you're using your abdominals and your glutes to keep your pelvis really steady here. And make sure your head and even your eyes aren't moving along with you. Trust yourself. We're gonna meet with that left leg straight up towards the ceiling. I want you to press that bottom thigh down again. Full breath in, full breath out. Right into the other direction. Take your leg to the left. Reach it forward and down. Now use your abs here. Cross it over that bottom leg and lift up. 3 more. Check in with those shoulders. We're working that flex in the ankles so that we get this dynamic opening to the back of the leg. But if that does not feel good, point your toes and get that extra length through the front of your hip. This is our last one. We're lifting that left leg up, pressing the bottom thigh down. Now bend that knee, hug it in. Relief. Whew. But you should feel more range of motion. Like you could stretch that right foot a little bit further, pull your left knee in more. And just to compare, let's send your left leg long to meet the right. Check in with yourself, how's it feeling? My leg feels really heavy, but also really loose, really light compared to the right side. Shake them out a little bit. All right, so press both legs down. Let's flex through the ankles. We're gonna squeeze the right thigh now. Arms wherever you like them, maybe overhead or down by your sides. So on your exhale, you're gonna kick this right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. That's it. Now before we keep moving, press your bottom thigh down. See if you can find a stretch. Point those toes up, and on your inhale, we lower almost all the way down, trying to get longer. On the exhale, flex and lift up. Keep going. We got 4 more, sorry. Exhale to lift up. And always, that exhale is coming from the deepest part of our lungs, which is deep into the low belly. Last 2. Work the glutes, work the core, work your quads. Last 1. We're gonna take this right into our single leg circle. Before we do, relax your shoulders, your upper body. Let's start by crossing this right leg to the left. Reaching it forward and down. And circling that leg out, around, and up. Keep going, we got 3 more. So we're gonna do 8 total, 4 each way. I want you to focus on your core engagement and length here. Stretch that leg out of your hip socket. Get that good movement and release that you may be needing if you've been sitting all day. We're gonna take this right leg up towards the ceiling and pause there for a moment. We gotta check in with ourselves always. If you've been using the upper body, relax it. Lift that leg a little bit more. Let's switch directions. All right, looking towards the knee or center of your thigh, right leg to the right. Reach it forward and down. Exhale, we cross it around and up. Just 3 more, you've got this. Those of you at home know this probably looks a lot easier than it feels. We got 2. And then last one here, and we're gonna check in and see how we did. Lift that leg up, bend the knee into your chest, hug it in nice and tight, get some relief from that exercise as you stretch the left toes away. Okay, so now we're ready for the roll up. Your legs and hips should be a little bit looser. Let's extend that right leg out long. Feel, hopefully, evenness through the hips a little bit. Shake them out, do what you need to do. So I want to say before we start our roll-ups, because we're going to do 5 back-to-back and just get them going. Before you start, if you need to, if your hamstrings are still feeling super tight even after that, you can bend your knees a little bit and roll it this way. Otherwise, legs glued together, let's point through the toes. Reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Big breath in here. On your exhale, peel the back of the head off of the mat. Use your core to lift your torso and roll all the way forward. Seated forward fold here, breathing in. On your breath out, engage the core, scoop the hips underneath you. Start to roll back bone by bone. Shoulders melting down as you stretch your toes away. Arms reaching back behind you. We got 4 more. Big breath in here. Big breath out to roll all the way up. Pull your belly back as you reach forward through the chest and through the arms. Inhale here. Exhale to roll it back and down. Just think of stretching your lower body away from you in opposition. Get longer here. Arms up on your breath in. Big breath out. Use your strong core. Come on up and reach forward. Just 2 more, people. Exhale, we'll roll it back. Stretch those toes away. Get longer. Arms up on your breath in. Big breath out, abs back, reach for it. Maybe you could reach a little bit more now. Inhale, exhale, take it back to the mat, relax your shoulders. Use your abs the entire way down. 1 more here. Arms up on your breath in. Big breath out to roll forward. Let's meet here for a moment. In your seated forward fold, arms alongside your ears, belly button pulling back. Stretch as far forward as you can. So extending through the upper side ribs, your shoulders, reaching through your fingertips. We're gonna roll down super, super slow. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, scoop your hips underneath you. Start to roll back now for 8, 7, 6, reach those toes away. 5, 4, abs are tight. 3, almost there. 2, and 1. Stretch it back. Enjoy your breath here. Let your chest and your ribs expand. You'll stay here for about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. And I'm just checking in here to see how everybody is doing. We're about halfway through. If you're just tuning in or you came in late, we're moving through our Pilates mat, focusing on core, hip mobility, and shoulder mobility. All right, all done with that rest. Pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little embrace, wrap your arms around the legs, hips and knees side to side, gently rocking, and then maybe head side to side. We're gonna go into our ab series now that we got the spine loose. Let's bring the hands onto the shins. If you like, you can keep your head down. Otherwise, on your next breath out, go ahead and lift your head. We're lifting the head, we're also lifting the shoulders as much as we can off of the mat and pulling your abs away from those thighs. Now glue your legs together, we're gonna do double leg stretch to start. On the inhale, legs forward, arms back. If you have the room, exhale, circle those arms as you pull the knees back in. Inhale, legs forward, arms back. Deepen through your core as you exhale and pull everything in. We got 4. Breathe through this, don't hold. Now the more you breathe out of your mouth and engage your core, the stronger and more powerful these movements are gonna feel. 2, I believe. And if I gave you an extra one, you're welcome. 1 more. Pull those knees in. Rest your head back. We're gonna keep working with both legs at the same time. Both legs up. Maybe arms down by your sides. Maybe arms straight up, 90 degrees. Maybe arms slightly hovering back behind you. This is the most advanced. I'm gonna start here for our double straight leg stretch. On your inhale, we lower those legs halfway down, or wherever you feel that challenge in the core. And then big breath out from the core. Can you lift those legs? No swinging. Inhale, lower your legs halfway down. Exhale, use your abs deepening into the spine to lift your legs. We got 4 more here. Big breath out. As it gets challenging, breathe deeper. Connecting more to what you're doing. Remember that mind to muscle. That's also very healing and nurturing for our nervous system, which we need through all of this transition and change. Let's take 1 more. Inhale. Exhale to pull those legs up and then knees in. Give yourself a hug once again. Nice job through the first 2. So we got double leg stretch and double straight leg stretch. We're gonna go into some single leg work. Pull the left knee in and extend your right leg out long. So the lower that right leg is, the more challenging this next exercise is. But the higher it is towards the ceiling, the more access you'll have to finishing and getting through. So you just sort of want to pick where you want to start. I'm going to start with my leg pretty low. Now stagger your hands on that left shin. Take a big breath in. Lift your head as you breathe out. And think again about lifting your shoulders off the mat, curling up really high, and then pulling your abs away from that left thigh. So single leg stretch here. Full breath in, stretch your right toes away. Exhale, we switch. And switch. And switch. Keep going. Now, if you'd like, you can pick up your pace, but it's a switch and switch. We're gonna go through about 8 more here. Remember, every exhale, we pull the abs down. It's always an opportunity to engage and to strengthen. We got about 3 more. And 2. And 1. Both legs in. Rest your head. Let's extend both legs up towards the ceiling. Turn your head side to side. Okay, we're gonna hug that right leg in towards us. And I want you to hold on anywhere but the knee joint. So you can hold on by the thigh, you can hold on by the calf. If you have the flexibility, maybe up by the ankles and toes. Now that left leg, once again, you lower it to your point of challenge. Maybe it's almost all the way to the floor, maybe not. Go to where you feel comfortable and not strained, and then we'll build our core strength from here. You can rest your head, or if you'd like, go ahead and curl up. Now, if you're curling up, the gaze is down towards your belly so that you can remind yourself to use it. Relax those shoulders. Big breath in. On your exhale, switch your legs. Good, switch and switch. That's it. Point your toes, especially if you need a little bit more release for your hips. But if you also want to take advantage of some hamstring and calf stretching, which a lot of us need, then flex through your ankles. Or matter of fact, just switch right here and finish out the set. Flexing through your ankles, feeling your calves and your hamstrings. Let's switch 3 more times. 2 and 1. All right, both knees in, rest your head once again. Turn that head side to side, regain your breath rhythm if you lost it. Okay, so we're gonna finish our series of 5 with crisscross. It's not just getting into the obliques. It's also twisting the spine and opening up the back, and we are still getting a stretch through the legs. So make it a whole body sort of experience, okay? Bring your hands behind the head, interlacing your fingers, always gently so we don't cut off the circulation, and then relax those shoulders. Now you're gonna use the strength of your arms on your next breath out to lift your head up. And let's think forehead towards both knees, abs away from the thighs. Now just like single leg stretch, let's extend the left leg out and sort of pick our poison in terms of how low we want that leg to go. We're almost in our start position. Now we're gonna curl up and twist to the right. We're trying to get this left armpit to right outer knee. Deepen your abs away from that right thigh. This is our start position. Take a full breath in. Exhale to switch sides and switch legs. Get your shoulder off of the mat. Exhale, switch again. Good, and switch. Let's pick it up a little bit. Switch. Switch. Curl up high. Switch. You've got this. Keep working for 8, 7, fully stretch. 6, curl up high. 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest, knees in, head back. Take a really nice big breath in, a cleansing, releasing breath out. And again, you're gonna do what feels good here for you and your body. So if that's head side to side, if that's knees a little bit side to side, then work that. Let's switch positions. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Pull those knees towards you. We're gonna lift the head, be gentle here. Right away, always softening the chest. So what we're gonna do is push our knees and thighs forward into the hands to rock ourselves all the way up. Big breath in here. On your exhale, knees push into the hands as we look down, and we roll ourselves all the way up. Take your time with that. All right, so that put us in position for rolling like a ball. We're gonna do that 3 times, and then work on a little teaser. Okay, so your feet are down, knees bent, kind of how we started, except now I want you to walk your feet together. Your knees are gonna stay apart though. So inner feet together. Let's bring the hands outside of the legs, holding on just above the ankle. And then can you round through the spine? So remember when we were doing these half rollbacks? See if you can find that same rounding of the spine here, here, pulling your belly away from your thighs. Now, if you can, on your exhale, you're gonna scoop your hips underneath you a little bit so that you can lift your heels and then lift your toes. So we're balancing just behind your sit bones. Then on the inhale, we rock back to the shoulder blades only, and on the exhale, we rock back up and see if we can hold our position. Little tip here, if you squeeze your inner feet together and drag your heels towards your glutes, you'll have more control. Let's do our 3. On the inhale, we rock back just to the shoulder blades. Exhale, we come up and we balance. 2 more. Inhale. Big breath out. 1 more. Inhale. Big breath out, hold your position, hold that balance. Once again, hands underneath those knees. Wide elbows so your chest is open. And can you pull the spine up nice and tall? Find that good posture. Close the legs together. If you're still balancing, let's move on. Big breath in. From the core, exhale, lift your shins up to tabletop, supported teaser. Inhale, toes tap down. Exhale, lift from the core to lift your shins. You got it. Keep working. We're gonna do 3 more. You might feel this coming from the hips. You just gotta really focus. Pull from the core. It'll get easier as you practice. So let's do 1 more. We're gonna lift those shins to tabletop. And maybe now you extend 1 arm. And then the other arm. And you hold this teaser now for 3, for 2, maybe legs extend for 1. Bring your feet down, open those knees wide as the soles of the feet come together. And lift your spine really tall. I'm gonna shift back so you can see a little bit better. All right, so feet pressing in together. You're lifting your spine up. Let's take a breath in. Hinge from the hips as you breathe out so you can fold forward. This helps us get a little bit of space to the lower back. We're gonna need that. We'll flip onto the belly in just a few moments. But for now, let your shoulders relax. Drop your head and be heavy through your upper body. We don't need to force the stretch at all. We just allow it to happen and receive gravity. You're just focusing on your breath here, or you're catching your breath. And we'll take 1 more nice full breath in and out. Now use your core. On your exhale, lift your spine up tall once again. Let's bring the hands behind you so that your fingertips are facing your hips, maybe just a couple inches behind you. Bend your elbows a little bit. Take your left knee over to meet your right. See if you can twist your chest towards the front of your mat or space. And then we'll take the left knee back to the left. Bring your right knee over to follow. Same thing. Twist your torso back to center. Open up. And then we'll come on back to center entirely. Let's swing those legs around and come onto all fours. All right. So I promised a little bit of relief for the shoulders. I hope your hips are feeling better. So here's for the shoulders and upper back here. Bring your knees underneath your hips, palms underneath your shoulders, and let's really spread the fingers wide. So you want to root down through that inner palm, your first finger and thumb knuckle, and use the core that we've been building, really lift it up into the body. All right, so from here, we're gonna let the chest sink and your shoulder blades squeeze together on the back, and then we'll lift the chest as we push the palms down into the floor or into your mat. This is called protraction and retraction of the shoulders. Let's do it again. We let the chest sink, our shoulders are retracting back, squeeze them together, and then pull the chest into your upper back. We're protracting the shoulders away. Let's do this 2 more times. And then we're gonna take this into cat-cow, which you might know or be familiar with. So the next time you're lifting your chest into your upper back, from here, we look down, scoop the hips underneath us, and round deeply through the spine. Should feel good. You even want to press down through the outer edges of your hands a little bit, and imagine sort of tearing the mat apart from the center to feel this wideness through the upper back. Now on your inhale, release the belly, drop it down, pull your chest forward through the arms, shoulders pull back in space. And then on your exhale, let's round through the spine once again, really use your palms here. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale, dropping your belly, lift your chest, but shoulders away from those ears. Exhale, belly button pulls towards the spine as we round. Now let's drop the belly, lift the chest 1 more time, shoulders pull back. On your exhale, you're gonna round through the spine and stay. Now if your toes aren't tucked under, go ahead, tuck them under. Find a long spine. Let's hover those knees, big breath in. On your exhale, lift your knees up 2 inches and hold steady. So we don't want those hips too high. Knees are pretty close to the floor so that your hips can stay aligned with your shoulders. And you're just working those arms. Keep pulling your shoulders back. Keep pulling your abs up. Give me a couple good breaths. 2 more. Find that mental focus and that physical strength. And then bring the knees down right away. Drop your belly, lift your chest. On your exhale, you'll round through the spine. Let's take this up a notch. Find your lengthened position or your neutral spine here. Shoulders back, abs and ribs tucking in. Big breath in. Now let's hover those knees like we did before on your breath out. If this doesn't work for you, just bring your knees back down. We're gonna work cat-cow in our hover. So on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, pull it through as you drag the arms back. Exhale, we round through the spine, push that mat away from you. 2 more, you've got this. Inhale here. On your exhale, you'll round through the spine. 1 more, inhale. Exhale to round through the spine, stay rounded. Knees come down, stay rounded. Even try to round more as you untuck the toes and slowly start to sit your hips back. You want to get longer through each vertebra as you find your rest position. Stretch out here, get long, reach your fingertips forward, head comes down. Enjoy that breath. Now start to rock your fingertips forward a little bit so that your hips lift off of your toes and heels. So we're not in an all fours position and we're not in child's pose. We're sort of halfway in between, right? For you yogis, this would be sort of like your puppy pose stretch. We're gonna stretch out the shoulders a little bit more. Take your right arm, thread it underneath the left, and see if you can bring that right shoulder and right ear down. Now shift your hips a little bit to the right. See what that does for you. And relax your shoulder away from your ear. Enjoy this. Take a big breath into wherever you need it. And a big breath out to release. Root the left palm down. Let's bring that right hand back to center. And then we'll switch sides. Left arm threads underneath the right, looking to your right. Take your left shoulder, bring it away from your ear more. Shifting your hips to the left this time. And seeing how that changes the stretch for you. Steady breaths here. And how about one more? Big breath in and big breath out. Press through that right palm. Bring your left hand back in line with the right. So we have one more thing to do in this sort of halfway position. Keep your hips lifted. Let your chest and your head sink. You're going to spread your fingers and press down through those palms. I want you to press down through your palms like you were pushing through your mat and through the floor. You should feel your shoulders and your upper back or even around your armpits engaging. That's good, so keep that as long as there's no pain. Now keep pressing through the floor for 5, 4, 3, keep pushing, 2, 1. Now release that pressure. See if your chest and your head can sink more. Hopefully you're finding more space underneath the shoulders, through the armpits, and into the upper back. We're going to do this one more time, a little different. Take your hands a little wider. Spread those fingers once again. This time you're going to keep your head in line with the body, but just look straight down. Now same thing, you just push your hands down. Arms stay straight and strong, but you're thinking of hands down, elbows down, shoulders pulling down. We'll keep this going for 5. Keep pushing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release all that effort. See if your head and your chest can sink further. You got a little bit more relief there. Nice and slow, hips pull back towards the heels, and we're in our child's pose once again. Hopefully this feels different. Now it's time to check in with our standing roll down. So roll yourself all the way up to sit, sliding your hands back towards your knees. Let's come up to stand. We'll check in with what, a good 40-45 minutes of movement will do to your spine and your posture. So come towards the back of your space once again. Find your feet right underneath your hips. Stand up nice and tall and just see how it feels to stand up. Shrug those shoulders up towards the ears. Let's roll them back and down. Let's do it one more time, but reversing the direction. Shoulders up. Roll the shoulders forward and down. Now find that place right in between, arms by your sides. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, we look down towards the floor, pull the belly in, and roll down one bone at a time. Let your knees bend to release any tightness in the lower spine. Bring yourself all the way down and just check in. Have you rolled down further? Does it feel better? Are your hips looser? I certainly hope so. Grab onto opposite elbows here and pull your elbows down towards your toes. Let's sway a little bit side to side, get a little bit more movement, especially if you need that. Switching the clasp of the elbows just to work in balance. And then come to center and stillness in your fold. Just release the elbows, let your arms and head dangle. Straighten out your legs any amount without locking your knees. Let's roll up nice and slow. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, send your hips underneath you. Chin stays towards your chest. Your head will come up last. Keep pressing through your feet. As you come up to stand, once again, your shoulders, roll them onto the back. Take a nice full breath in and a full breath out. And then give yourself a hand. That's all I have for you. I hope you got a lot out of that workout. Hi, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this Friday evening and for hanging out with us on Chelsea Piers Fitness. We have more live content for you, and we'll just keep this going throughout our quarantine. So tomorrow we've got 10 a.m. boot camp class with Oscar, and then a 4 p.m. yoga class with Paolo. You'll love them both if you've got the energy for both. But keep checking in with us to this account. Thank you all so much. And you can follow me on IG at Move with Catherine. I'll be doing a couple more classes with Chelsea Piers Fitness, so we'll keep you updated. Also, feel free to ask me any questions or send some requests for things that you want or you want to see, and the next couple classes that I do. But I hope you enjoyed your time, that your body's feeling good. Send me some fire emojis if you're feeling your abs. Let me know how you're doing. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Sammy. Thanks, Sally. Oh, hey, Sally. So good to see everybody. I miss you, Sabina. See you all soon. Thank you, Erin. You guys have a wonderful Friday evening. Yes, good. I'm glad you're feeling it. See you soon, and come find me over at Move with Catherine on IG or movewithcatherine.com. See you all soon. Much love to you. Be well. You guys stay safe. Stay healthy. See you soon.